Hello, everyone, on this gorgeous, for a change, sunny, for a change, mild temperature, for a change, Saturday. I hope you're all doing great. All one of you that's probably listening to this. Anyways, I was not prepared or planned out anything for this, but I just wanted to jump on because it's like in my brain here, and this topic is on my mind. I don't even know what to call this type of skycast, if you will. Back in the 70s, 80s, there were so many holy grail products out there. To me, kind of like priceless. I don't know how to explain it, because they make good products today, but I don't know for some reason why it stands out. Back in the day when I was growing up and a teenager and a young adult woman, I felt like that's when it was like they just put so much more effort into skincare products, hair products, if you will. And I was talking to a friend this morning, and I love getting on topics that I really have a passion for. And I was talking about the late 70s, early 80s, the products that I love, that I considered my holy grail, if you will. And are we recording? Okay, I had to make sure I was recording. And I was talking about also when back in the day, I think now too, so much still, you would find a product that you loved, and they would make it, and then after so many years they would stop making it, or they would, as they quote unquote, they would make it better, which they never did. They made it worse by doing that. It's like, no, keep your product exactly like it is, exactly the same formula. They've done this so many times with stuff I loved, and or else they stopped making it. That was my other thing I was talking about. They stopped making it. And for instance, Avon sold a lipstick. Now we're talking late 70s, early 80s into, called Pretty Penny. I am one of those people. I don't wear a lot of lipstick, especially now lately. More natural, trying to go more natural at my age. But I love I tend to be gravitated toward like coppers, colors like that, and rustic when it comes to lipsticks. And back in the day, Avon my mom used it, and then I found out about it through my mom. Pretty Penny was, girls my age generation, do you remember this? Did anybody use this? I'd love to know. Pretty Penny was the name of the shade. So my mom would use it, I would use it. I used it for years, and then they stopped making it. Thank you, Avon. No, not gonna thank you, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? Why did they it was such a pretty shade, and it was perfecto. I loved it. It just perfect for me. And I would go on eBay years later, and I would find it. And then after a while, I couldn't even find it on eBay. It's like, So also, what made me get on this topic this morning with my friend is I started talking about toners, skin toners. Back in the day, there was a company, I'm not sure if it was Michigan-based or it was nationwide. The skincare company was run by the one and only Daniel Eastman. He would go on our local, at that time, Detroit, where I was living growing up. Detroit channel, I should say. ABC had this morning show, just a local show, and they would have Daniel Eastman on there a lot. And he was promoting his skincare line, and I one day decided to get the skin face toner, and I fell in flippin' love with the best toner. We all have a different idea of what we like when it comes to any kind of skincare, and I loved it. Was like right on point. Cucumber was added, I believe, a hint of green tea, and I absolutely fell in love with this toner, and I used it for a few years. They stopped making it, It's like he disappeared. I shouldn't say a few years, like years later. I have since then, throughout the years, tried to see whatever happened to Daniel Eastman Company. I don't know. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. I doubt it. So with any kind of skincare, you go, okay, let me see if I can find a dupe for that. It wasn't until years later in the early 80s, excuse me, allergies, 𝒫𝓈 sold a skin toner. One of my friends was selling 𝒫𝓈, and she got me into the 𝒫𝓈 stuff. I almost started selling it, actually, but I didn't. I had little kids at the time, so I just had my hands full. So anyways, this was so close to the Daniel Eastman skin toner. I was like, wowed by it. Started buying that. I loved it. So clean, so light, but it had that hint of cucumber. It just, wow, it was just perfect for me. And it was so close to the Daniel Eastman skin toner. So anyways, I started buying that. And they changed the formula on that years later. And I wasn't able to really get the one that originally I liked. So once again, find a product. Nope. They got to either discontinue it, make it better in their eyes, which they don't. I don't know why. Every time you find a product, they stop making it or they change the form. I hate, that's a pet peeve of mine. Of course, you know, after 𝒫𝓈 changed the formula, or I forgot what happened, I went on eBay and I was able to buy it on eBay for a couple of years and then couldn't find it again. So this is just an example of what the industry does. Can't talk today. I don't like how they do that. There's so many things like Downy. It's not a skincare product, but Downy for years. I always loved the original April Fresh Downy. Of course, they got to fool around with that and mess that up and F that up. It's not like it used to be years ago. Leave it alone. If it's not broke, leave it alone. It's like they done it with Tide. They switched up the formula. Excuse me so much. I have allergies going on. So this is just basically what I wanted to say is I don't understand why you have a really good product, like so good that it could become a woman's holy grail product that she loves and works for her. And they got to switch the formula up. They got to discontinue it. I don't understand it. So my question to you is, what products did you used to use that were your holy grails that they no longer make, or they've improved in their eyes the product and you no longer like it? I want to know that. So let me know. Very interested in letting me, would love to, can't talk to, I'm very interested in your thoughts on this whole thing. Am I the only one that feels like this? I know there's other women that feel like this. So this has been kind of fun. I would like to do like a follow-up about 70s products, 80s products. I am so passionate about talking about old school, the old days, in a positive way about, back then. I mean, it just was, I don't want to say magical because that sounds kind of sappy and silly, but I mean, there's so many products that I loved from the 70s and the 80s, and today's generation, if you were to mention products, they're like, what? Like if I were to say, do you remember 𝒫𝑠𝑠𝑑𝑢 shampoo? They'd be like, what the hell? And it was like the best shampoo. Well, one of them. So I love talking for some reason about that. Back then, the generation and commercials and products and ads for the, So anyways, so maybe that'll come up soon in one of my Skycast. So anyways, this has been fun. Take care, stay safe, stay well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.